And off the wings of Phoenix, we ride.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together.
There he is.
Consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will.
He's got a cape now.
Others. Then we shall set you apart once more.
Ah, so he's gonna try to kill Joshua, probably.
The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place.
Okay, so this is alluding to what he said the first time we saw him, where he said your consciousness is to be severed. Obviously, he's been talking about his brother, so again, he's like reiterating it here, and he's saying, okay, we're basically going to kill Joshua. And not only that, he's making it sound like humanity will be put back in its place. Maybe they wiped out the Fallen. If this guy isn't part of the Fallen himself...
By Primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Primogenesis. But yeah, it sounds like maybe he did, or him and his race, whatever they are, maybe they got rid of the Fallen if they aren't the Fallen themselves. Twin flames. Unite the flames. Benedicta. This Barnabas having like a flashback?
Your Majesty.
Yep, here we go. More bedtime with Benedicta. I think she's been shown more in bed than she was in the like overall game. Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, get this off my screen. What the fuck is...
Want to play?
No!
It's been a long time.
No!
If that is your wish.
Barnabas.
Then you are as meek as all the others.
Is that a dude?
Such feeble creatures.
It was, it's Hugo.
Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom.
And that's fitting coming from
And
Hugo.
So you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness. The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
So when he says consciousness, he really means like bonds.
The
Like he
sons
means
of
like your
fire
relationship
were
with people.
united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
But why him? Why is he the chosen one, essentially?
Then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side.
Return. So it sounds like he was one of them.
Primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Muthos, and sever everyone.
So he wants Barnabas to kill everyone we know.
You ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos and bring forth a new world.
His eyes
So
look
long
wild.
as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours.
Ah. Who the fuck is this? Maybe his old wife? I'm assuming, yeah, it's probably like his old wife. Oh, mom.
Mother.
Oh, okay. So, Ultima can turn into anybody. Like, he can make himself look like fucking anyone. That's crazy. I'm thinking right now. Thinking. Now, see, I had a theory, but it's kind of like it's cut in half by events that have already happened. So what I was going to say is Annabelle was able to look at, you know, uh, Joshua, and she said, "You shadow, you won't take me." So I was thinking, what if Ultima reappeared? Like, because you know, you saw Dion kill Ultima, like in the form of Olivier. What if another Ultima, or like a clone of him, or whatever, right? Because you know he can multiply himself from that Typhon fight. Um, what if another one was Joshua, and Joshua really is dead? But Joshua seems to have a really big conviction. Plus, they were both in the same place when Sid died. Like, when we took down the first Mother Crystal, they were both fighting each other. But why would she say that about Joshua if, like, for no good reason? You know what I'm saying? Like, she loved Joshua. You wouldn't think she had a different reaction to him. So maybe he's like a ghost or something. And maybe, like, he's showing himself in his normal form, or what was his normal form, to everyone else. But, like, for some reason, Annabelle was able to see his, like, true form, and he kind of looks like Ultima or something. Or, like, with those revenants that we've been seeing and fighting, with the revenants and liches, right? And then Ultima can somehow turn into anybody at any time. Very interesting. And it sounds like either one of two things is known about the Fallen. Either Ultima is the Fallen race, and he's just trying to, like, restart humanity once again for whatever reason, or get rid of it. Or he's a being, like a god or something, that got rid of humanity one time, but somehow, like, they persevered and humanity rose up again. And he's trying to, like, reset them. Alright. This is crazy. We're getting crazy plot development finally on the Ultima side of things. And now Barnabas is going to be trying to find Clive and essentially cut everything of his humanity away. His love, his appreciation, his friendships, everything. Sorry about the sniffling, guys. Like I said, allergies were hitting me hard today.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the
Alright, so they're finally united.
Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least.
Yeah, because he's been coughing up a lot of blood.
A swelling, circled in stone.
Oh, that's... Well, that was supposed to be Ultima.
The curse.
Wait, the curse? They're saying it's the curse. They're saying he has like a fucking... Like a crystal cursed tumor? Is that what they're saying?
For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending.
Yep, they always got something. Every time you get through one obstacle, another one comes up.
Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Yeah, big overcast. Things fall apart. Uh-oh. Here we go. The power of light. Clive has claimed a portion of the eikon Bahamut's essence. Attuning with Bahamut not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Impulse, which creates multiple spheres of light that pursue a target, dealing it continuous damage. Ability details are found in the Abilities tab in the main menu. Bahamut's feats. Use Bahamut's iconic feat, Wings of Light, to begin casting Mega Flare, an immensely powerful spell that showers enemies with a deluge of searing light. Ooh. The longer the spell is charged, the more power that results. Press circle to cast a spell. Oh! Okay. I got you.
If I disturb Joshua.
While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
Alright, so I'm actually thinking we, like, switch some of those right now. Oh. Leading loser. Whatever that means. Lading loser? Pedigree affects Torgal's attack and potency. Looks like he's at 2 right now. Launches several elemental charge orbs at one single distant. Conjures a healing aura to mend enemy or allies. Projects Torgal immediately in front of an enemy, causing damage dealing shockwave. Triggers multiple explosions in front of Torgal, lifting all enemies caught in the blast of the air. Concentrates the moon's light on an enemy, forcing it to the ground. Ooh, that's pretty good. Bahamut channeled. So we've got, it looks like 2 more. Right here on the bottom left and on the top left. Wings of Light is the circle ability. I'm thinking we switch over to, what's it called? This one over here. I do like this ability a lot, though. Power Drive, I might master it so we can learn it more and keep it over here. It depends on what these abilities look like. Summon multiple spheres of light that upon striking an enemy deal a continuous damage, binding it to that spot. That's pretty good. Breathe forth a plume of light aspected flame that deals continuous damage. I mean, that's good until you go into a boss, right? And that's good for mobs, but it's not good for the boss itself. Summon multiple light aspected familiars that attack enemy of which Clive uses magic. Ah! So you get, extra magic damage. I really feel like that depends on how much magic damage they do, right? Fire a massive beam of overcharged light that burns any enemy that's hit, and it does maximum damage. Increase the number of inflicted hits by beam, allows assignment to any. I don't know. I kind of like that one a lot. Like, cause I really want this ability. This ability right here is good, but like, the thing is, like, these ones look better. Like, these ones just straight up look better. Okay. This impulse one looks good. Like, I feel like if it keeps bosses in place, that's super good. And you don't have to do anything besides charge it up at the start. And then it does its own thing, you know? You can keep going with your own combo. This one sucks. This one has potential, I think. But this one is literally just like, you know, damaged city, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to refund this. And we're going to make this our thing. I like this one, but I also like this one. Well, we're definitely getting this. So let's do this first. We have just enough to get the ulti, actually. Like the extra damage. Alright, so we're gonna turn this into Bahamut. Giga Flare. Ugh, Jesus, sorry, I had to sneeze. I couldn't get it out. Alright. But yeah. We're gonna, like, we have time, because we don't have the points. So we're gonna try Impulse. And then after that, we're going to try the 2 orb thingy and see which one we like better. But, I mean, I like Rama's ability, especially the ground slam. I think the ground slam is really good. But, I think we're just going to go with Bahamut. Bahamut looks better. Like, we get max damage on this one with decent stagger. Like, 2 stagger, like, 1 stagger would have been like, okay, that's good. But 2 is better than expected. This one has potential, I think. But I think the little orb one also has potential, so we'll just see how it goes. What do we have in our collections here? Still the same 4 items. I am surprised. I would think we'd have more than this filled up by now. You know what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 items still not added to our collection. That is crazy. And 2 of them are like main story stuff. Curse Breaker Intelligence. Reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies cast not only a pall over the land, but over the hearts of our people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of the storm's final mother crystal. For now, the realm endures, but with each new flood do her few remaining children descend into further madness. The situation is as ever dire. Fresh wings shall find you in the new moon's tiding. Until then, our watch continues. May the mother crystal's curse be broken. So, essentially, the skies are all, like, smoggy or overcasty, right? Everywhere. And that was the final mother crystal of storm. The other one is only in the Wallowed Kingdom, but that's across the river in a different continent. So all of them from storm are done for now. Quite the mess. Word out of Twinside is that there's little left of a capital after the Mad Prince's royal tantrum. Ah, see, they're going to paint him out as a villain. But what of you and yours? Did you manage to escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but a Stolas might be good to set Elle's mind at ease. Ah, that's true, but, you know, they're not our great friends or nothing, so obviously you're not the first one to hear of any news, right? We should be able to craft a new sword here. Ask about the skies.
Praying about the skies.
It won't help me get back my work done, so I'm going to keep my forge and leave saving the world to those better suited to the task. They fancy giving me a hand showing up the birds. So like I said, we should be able to, yep, bright burn. Lingered, there are no warmth or smoke, but in this light did burn both flesh and bone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Not too much stronger, honestly, than Excalibur, but it is what it is, right?
And?
Zach's caring about her opinion.
Still alive, are ya?
Yep. I hope you're not expecting me to explain these skies. If I had a hazard to guess, I'd say we're the end of the world.
Realms in chaos.
I've had orders canceled on me left and right, and that's from the few associates I haven't lost contact
As the old
with.
saying goes.
There's opportunity in adversity. The market for sharp steel is more bullish than ever. I'll find a way to keep this place fed and watered, don't you worry. I won't let our little family go hungry whatever the weather. Aw.
Come back soon.
So basically, like, people really, really want swords to protect themselves to whatever's coming.
If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there. I told Nan we flew back on the Phoenix.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
He wasn't done talking, so I kind of feel like a dick, but it is what it is. I don't know what the new item is. Ooh, last elixir. Whoa. Is it the easiest elixir to procure? No, but it is the last one you'll ever need. Upon knockout, automatically restores all HP, fills limit gauge, and increases attack power by 10% and defense by 30% for 60 seconds. We're definitely buying that. And it looks like it automatically triggers too. Wow, that's super good. Basically the Phoenix Down of this game. I was wondering... Oh, Twilight. It's a new story thing. Yeah, this is the new, like... I didn't even notice it's a new song. For things to come, right? But yeah, I was wondering how Phoenix Down would work in this game, and I guess that's the answer right there. It just kind of triggers automatically. And it's not called Phoenix Down, which is a surprise to me. You'd think it would be called the Phoenix Down.
Is a storm coming soon?
Maybe we get to the next level with Harpocrates here. Ask about the skies.
Skies.
Fear has once again taken a hold of our hearts, and though I have not the power to dispel the gloom above, I should like to believe my tales help to lighten them
Be
below.
that as it may.
Turning our eyes from the problems which face us will not help to solve them. A mere tale cannot lighten the burden of those who must bear the weight of the world. There
I
we
have
go.
a few new notes that might interest you.
Yeah, we got to level 5, I think. Scholastic Savant.
There is a
The more you know. Help Harpocrates attain a knowledge level of 5, and we're like
rather
about
fascinating
a
excerpt
third, I
I've
would
been
say, to
meaning
level
show
6,
you.
too. Gil. Gil is a common currency in Valstea ever since the signing of the Continental Accord many centuries ago. The Accord entrusted the administration of the currency to the realm's most trusted merchant guild. Headquartered in what would later be known to free cities of Canver, the new currency took its name from the founder of said merchant guild. The legendary trader Gilbert the Golden, trade flourished around the newly established mint. And over time, the worship of money grew into a full-fledged religion, the Great Bank of Gilbert the Lender. Lost mother crystals. When Sidolphus Telamon put his plans to destroy the mother crystals in motion, five of their number towered over the twins, 3 less than Ultima set in place eons past. Wait, what? 5 of their number towered over the twins, 3 less than Ultima set in the place eons in the past. So there were originally 8 mother crystals, but 3 of them were taken down. The mother crystal of Zemeckis was the first to fall, so Zemeckis had its own, followed by Drake's Horn in Southern Ash, and Drake's Eye in the Northern Territories. Now nothing remains of them save the scars left behind of their passing. That is interesting. Wow. Heart of the Mother Crystals. The bright convulsions of shards that sit in the center of each Mother Crystal. When a heart shatters, so too does the mountain around it. Since time immemorial, sanctuaries have been built around the hearts for the worship and protection of these irreplaceable treasures. The hearts, however, have their own methods of self-defense, replying to an attack upon them with a unique and deadly magics. Oh, really? The only time we've seen this is the last one. The rest of them didn't put up a fight, but this last one did. It hit Bahamut in the face. Adamantite. One of the hardest known materials in the twins, seams of its ore have only been found in far-flung reaches of Ash, where forces of First Valdermark, when Wallowed often warred with the orcs who claimed the lands for their own. Though the metal makes for fine arms and armor, the rarity of both its ore and craftsmen versed in the peculiarities of its forging ensure that adamantite weapons remain the preserve of the rich and powerful. Okay.
You wish to study the tomes?
Every time you level up, you seem to get, like, really good,
There's a
like,
storm
things that you
coming
should be
soon.
looking at.
Will there be...
The Sins of Zemeckis, An Illustrated History of the Twins, Volume 4, Tales of the Founder. Oh! You know what? That fucking story of, like, people reaching for the realm of the gods in Zemeckis, and that's why there was that big crater with ever-flowing water. That must have been where the crystal was. And maybe there was an epic duel, maybe with, like, Ultima there, right? But humanity, maybe they persevered, and they were able to take down that crystal. Maybe their mission was to take down all the crystals back in the past of the Fallen as well. Ah, it could be a thing. Could be a thing. This bitch still doesn't have my new clothes, by the way.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Alright, let's see what they have to say. Oh, well, there's just a couple things here. Vivian's not important, but Nectar might have a new bounty. Yep, new bounty. What do we got? 3. Wow. We've got the 10 of Clubs. It seems to be a marauder. Merchants who ply their trade across the fields of Korova tell of an outlaw 5 and 20 hands high, and mighty of them of Thu who preys upon unescorted travelers. They claim he lives alone in one of the many abandoned villages that litter the region, but none has been brave nor foolish enough to narrow the search any further. If you who read this have either or both of those qualities, the Dalmekians beg your aid. In Vamir, Dalmekia. The Magus Brothers. Wow. I was a B rank. This is an A rank. The Magus Brothers. A lone rowing boat has been sighted making land off the coast of Port Isolde, its occupants wearing the garb of speaking the language of the Iron Kingdom Crusaders. One can only assume that they have come in their vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying that which they hold most dear. We advise against all travel of the area, lest they think to kill or capture our members in retaliation. So a band of them that want to kill Sid from the Iron Kingdom got you. Ruin Reawakened. This is an S ranked. Okay. Sanbreque Legends tells of the dread dragon who sets near half of the realm alight with his torrid breath, before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Gregor herself. Some sources claim. Though it has long been forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are mere myth, recent reports of the great dragon's roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire are real enough. So a dragon fight. Ah. Okay. That's an S rank too. Got you. I talked to Vivian because Vivian will talk about the skies as well, I think.
What will it be today?
No, she will not.
How
It's just
may
the
I
state of
help
the
you
realm.
today? Study it well, Clive.
And we're good. Gotta talk to Otto now.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad out there.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project.
Ah.
Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Okay, so they haven't answered back
Do you
yet.
have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't.
I mean, I'm sure they do.
Can't hurt to ask.
They're very insightful
I
people.
suppose not.
Speak with Vivian and Harpocrates.
How is it that
They're
every one of your
hypocrites.
little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe?
Oh,
Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My
Oh, yeah, I
countrymen
forgot that was
are
her
stronger
place.
than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
because the Imperials took it over, but that was originally its own like little enclave there. They had a treaty.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs.
What the fuck?
Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Alright. Another history lesson, perhaps? Yep.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock.
Oh, shit.
And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us.
Especially with these type of skies.
But I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves.
Oh.
And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire.
Of course.
Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving
They just
their
fucking ran off.
beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm.
Hey-ya.
The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization.
It looks like their crystal's in the middle of a big ass lake.
Castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports
So I could have used a better
considerably
analogy, but it's
blunt in their
alright.
appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Ah,
Which
okay.
is only ever going to end one way.
Yep.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance.
Yep.
Should the king of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Yeah, but they've got more people. That's the thing. Speak with Harpocrates. Or Harpocrates. Here we go. See what the old man has to say on the situation. I'm interested to see what he has to say. Does he think it is all doom and gloom? Does he have a way out? Is Waloed the only way? Because obviously we're gonna fight, you know, Odin and, you know, Waloed and everything like that, so...
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
100%.
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
Yup. Turning into other people for one.
About him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. Forgive me, I hope.
So he had everything written down?
Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.